Have you ever received a prediction that didn't come true? Maybe it came from someone you trusted, and maybe it felt locked in. And when it didn't happen, you were left wondering, was the reading wrong or was I? Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Diane G. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer. And this is Soul Cloud. And tonight, we're flipping that story. If you're one of those people who have experienced getting a broken prophecy, then this episode is for you. And if it's your first time here, hello and welcome. If you're lurking, hi. If you're watching the replay, hello to you as well. So, Soul Cloud is a show where we talk about spiritual concepts. And afterwards, during the second part of the show, we do Akashic Records readings and energy clearings. So, if you'd like to participate in that and ask your questions in the Akashic Records or have energy clearing, please type in hashtag choose. That is the keyword for today. It's hashtag choose. I want to say hi to the people who came in really early. Hi, John Timoteo. You're very early, and to the galactic siblings. To your galactic siblings, I'm Ralph and Pamela Anderson. Hi. Al, hello. Sue Helen, Barbara Hartlove. Annie Bear. Hi, Annie Bear. Hi, Nancy Ray. Hello, Sue Helen. Hi, Lizzie, no? Thank you so much for dropping by and hitting the thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm a lot. Hi, Leah. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Oh, hello, Kendra. Hi, Maria. Maria feels grateful. I was about to say Maria is grateful. There we go. So, again, the topic for today is breaking the prophecy. What does it mean to break the prophecy? And as I've mentioned a while ago, if you have received a prediction or a prophecy and it did not come true, this might be for you. To the people who are in the chat right now, have you ever experienced that? Like having a prophecy or a prediction, and then you latched onto it because it's so good that you wanted it to come true. There are flies running around, or at least one pesky fly that I couldn't make it get out of the room. But just so if you see something running around, it's not spaceship, it's not an orb, it's just a pesky little fly. Oh, Leah says I have dreams come true. It's one of the gifts of premonition. Yeah. And Annie Bear says, yes, I absolutely have. Oh, thank you so much, Annie Bear. It's I also have had predictions and readings where, okay, this is going to happen. Like the psychic said, this is going to happen, and then it didn't. So what does that mean for me or for us? Was I broken, or did I break the psychic, or did I break the prophecy? Um, One of the interesting things that I learned when I started reading the Akashic Records. So first, the definition of the Akashic Records is anything that has ever happened and will ever happen. Those are recorded in the Akash or in the Akasha, in the Akashic Records. So does that mean the future is recorded in the Akashic Records? And does that mean that if I read the Akashic Records, I get to read the future? So that was one of the things that I was thinking of when I started reading the Akashic Records. But to my surprise, when I started reading the records and I tried to look into the future, this is what the future looks like. Okay, I have some props that I prepared for this episode. It looks like this. The future looks like this visually for me when I do the readings, except it's a bit more blurry. I mean, the visions are more blurry, but it looks like I'm looking into a fog when I look into the future. And then I realize that that happens because the future is not fixed, especially when there's a lot of free will involved. And that was very mind blowing to me. So, does that mean that the future isn't fixed? Yes, It's in a continuous flux, and every time we make a decision through our own free will, there is a timeline that is created. And there are infinite timelines because we've had many choices before. Maria feels grateful says, "Can you read your own yak records?" Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I think many Akashic Records readers can read their own records. I think the way I think of it is that how can I read for other people if I can't read my own? So it's one of the things that, yes, I can do. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Nicole. What a lovely day. Kendra Lesher is bringing up a very interesting questions. Are predictions based off current energy and free will? Yes. Whenever there's a psychic who's reading you, they are reading the current energy. That means when you make a choice, when you exercise your free will, that future can change because the current energy might not be the same as the energy when they were reading you. That's why your free will is very powerful. And if you break the prophecy, it's not a bad thing. It means you have exercised your own free will and you were able to choose your future. You were able to choose your path. So when there is a prediction that doesn't come true, it's not bad. What's complicated about this that you might be thinking, oh, if it's just my own free will, then how come I'm living a sucky life? I want to have riches and all that. Part of what's complicated about free will is that we live in a shared reality and we are on earth. So it means there are many free wills acting with each other. It's a collective free will that shifts timelines and really changes the path of earth. That's why we hear like, oh, we have shifted timelines and all that. Because we as a collective had the free will and exercised our own free will and created a timeline that is better or sometimes worse. When yeah, but most of the time they're better, at least in my experience this past year. Most of them are better. Ralph says, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Oh, Leah is also saying the same thing. Yes, exactly. Oops. I'm just scrolling up to see if you have any questions about the topic. But I hope that makes sense. John Timoteo says, riches are more than things, it's those around you. Yes, like abundance. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean monetary abundance. It might mean that you have enough food, you have the love of the people around you. So I hope that helps. And just know that when you break a prophecy or a prediction doesn't come true for you, it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, the psychic is fake or that um, there's something that you did wrong. There's nothing that you did wrong. It's just that the energy might have changed from the time of the reading. And it happens quite often, like predictions on who will win. This is an example. For example, who's going to win the next Super Bowl? So, okay, we can do readings about that. But if the players of the opposing team exercise their free will and they do some changes in their strategy, enough that they can overpower the winning team, future's going to change. And no prediction and no prophecy is stronger than a person's free will. So please keep that in mind moving forward. No prediction, no prophet, and no prophecy is more powerful than your own free will. So if you've ever received a negative reading and you don't like it, make sure just remind yourself that I have the free will to control my destiny and change what is the current energy is leading to. So I hope that helps everyone. And thank you so much for participating in the discussion. This is something that we do every week. And then afterwards, again, I will read the Akashic Records for lucky chatters. Again, if you'd like to participate in the giveaway draw, please type in hashtag choose. So I'm going to first draw for, let's say, 4 people before I open the records. Don't worry, I'm not, I'm not forgetting to open the records. I just want to um, give an incentive to the people who are here very early. Eh, Oops, forgot that I closed the share screen. I'll choose for 4 or maybe 3. 3 for this round. Kendra Lesher, congratulations, and please type your question. Spidey, congratulations, and please type in your question. Sue Helen, congratulations, and please type in your question. Ta-da! Okay, again, that is Kendra Lesher, Spidey, and Sue Helen for the first round. So please type in your question. And while you're typing your questions in, I'm going to open the Akashic Records. Leah says, the Angie is where the cool kids be. Thank you. We're all cool kids here. And hello, Sutofi. Hello, Mangled Unicorn. Hi, Jax. Okay, let's take a deep centering breath, everyone. Smell the flower and blow the candle. Let's do that 2 times more. And blow the candle. Smell the flower and blow on the candle. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth, from which we read our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold the sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, and the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. John says, Diane, our prima de la galactica. Hey, I work on more than just the galactic stuff. Okay, I have Spidey's question. Sue Helen, I'm seeing Can I have can I have something? But I'm not sure what the question is. So if you can retype that, please. Thank you so much. And I'm still waiting for, okay, Kendra. Okay, I got your question, Kendra. Okay, I see it now. I see your question now, Sue Helen. Got it. So first question is from Kendra Lesher, who is asking, which talents, gifts, or abilities did I develop in past lives? Okay, I'm going to ask for talents, gifts, and abilities that you have developed in the past lives, in your past lives, that you are actually carrying in this lifetime. Hmm? You- That's I heard. Can you show me what lifetime she developed that ability and how she's exercising it now? Kendra, do you have you taken any Reiki classes, or you do any Reiki healing? Because what I keep hearing is that you're a healer. And you do this more energetically. And I keep seeing trees. Okay, is this on Earth? Kendra says, I haven't yet, but that's interesting. What I'm seeing with the trees is an elderly woman from, I'm going to see if I can. It's a Native American culture. So you used to be a shaman in a past lifetime. Oh, okay. So you healed through vibration, because what I was seeing was that you had a drum and you were drumming and you were singing. And you were doing that around someone who apparently is sick. So you used to heal through vibration and frequency. Frequency to the beat of the drum is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. Was this in Inca? An Inca civilization? I'm getting a yes on Inca. You had an Incan lifetime. So that's in Peru, if I'm not mistaken. In a past lifetime in Peru. And you were a shaman. And once a healer, always a healer. So we know shamans as like a spiritual guide or a spiritual leader in native communities, but it's not their only role. So part of their role is also healing people. So it's a gift that you have with you to this day, because once a healer, always a healer. So I hope that helps, Kendra, and thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Hello, Milena. Okay, next person is Skydy, who is asking, what spiritual, healing, intuitive gifts have I brought to this lifetime, and will they be activated, awakened in this lifetime? Oh, it's a similar question. Hold on. Okay. What spiritual gifts, abilities did Spidey bring to this lifetime from previous ones? Is she an innovator? Other lifetimes that were showing me. Okay, can you show me a particular lifetime where she developed that, or she exhibited that gift? A woodworker? Or more of a carpenter? Was she a carpenter? Oh, can you show me where that was? Sweden. Switzerland. Austria. Somewhere with German language in Austria. Austria is closer. Okay. So Spidey, what they were showing me, or they didn't show me like the entirety, but hands of an old man. So you had a past lifetime in Austria where you were a man and you were doing some woodwork. So the gift that you brought in from that previous lifetime is the gift of being an innovator. So you make new things. So it's also known as being an alchemist. So I'm going to get more details about that. So when you were younger in that lifetime in Austria, you were a carpenter and you used to make halls, houses, buildings, or structures. But when you were older, it was just very hard work for you, but you didn't drop wood. You continued working, but this time with smaller things, and making wood or making things out of wood. Like I'm seeing you joining things and making a small rack for it looks like magazines or books or flyers. This looks pretty recent, and by recent I mean like early 1900s. Why is it this gift that you're highlighting? Okay. Okay. I asked like because I'm getting the feeling that it's not your only gift. So I asked, why is it this gift that they're highlighting? And they said, right now you're looking for things or you're yearning to create things, Spidey. And they are encouraging you to do that. So I hope that helps, Spidey. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. Hello, Tina Bobina. Okay, next question is from Sue Helen, who is asking the same thing. What gifts did Sue Helen bring into this lifetime from a previous lifetime? Can you show me what that was? What's that gift that you're showing? That she brought from previous lifetimes. So, energy work. Okay, thank you. So the Akashic Records masters were showing me like you holding a crystal, but the crystal was floating in your hands. So I was asking, what was she doing during that lifetime? And I'm getting the sense this was in Atlantis. Yeah, you had a past lifetime in Atlantis where you were a woman and you were working with crystals. And I asked, what was she doing with those crystals? And it was energy work. You were imbuing the crystals with energy. It's a source of power for the Atlanteans. Not in the power sense that that it can be corrupted, but just power in the sense that it was like electricity for you. So do you like crystals in this lifetime, Sue Helen? They keep showing me crystals. But they're telling me that the point is not the crystals. Okay, sorry, masters. The point is that she can manipulate energy. This is a gift that she had. And how is it manifesting in this lifetime? Okay. You have a sensitivity for energy, Sue Helen. Like when you enter the room, You understand like the tension, if there is any, or if it's light or joyful. You can also feel that in a room because of your sensitivity to energy. But you've had previous lifetimes where you can actually manipulate that and transfer it to crystals. That's the gift that they're showing me. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. And oh my gosh, there are two flies. I thought there was just one. I should open a window. There we go. So I hope that helps, Sue Helen, and thank you so much for letting me read for you. Oops. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. So it's time for us to choose for 4 more people. So if you haven't entered the hashtag choose, please do so to enter the draw for a reading. John Timoteo, congratulations, and please type in your question. Next up, different point of me. Milena, congratulations, and please type in your question. Maura Keeley, congratulations, and please type in your question. Okay, last for this round. Barbara Crossfield, congratulations, and please type in your question. Again, that's John Timoteo, Milena, different point of me, Maura Kelly, and Barbara Crossfield. I don't think I missed any messages above. Oh, many of her questions today are about spiritual gifts. We did an episode about spiritual gifts a while back, a few months ago. So if you're interested in that, yeah, make sure to check the playlist and the channel for that episode. It was a very lovely episode, if I remember it. Okay, got your question, Milena? Okay, got your question, John? So we're still waiting for Maura's question. So while we're waiting for Maura, let's go and answer some of them. So first question is from John Timoteo, who is asking, I just released some negative energy by living a toxic situation. I feel so much better. Just need a good clearing. Okay. Let's see if there's still any energy cards. And what is the most beneficial clearing for John? Archangel Raphael, can you please show me? Show me how many. this one? Is there more than one? Oh, three. Are there three? Uh-oh. Elemental. John, do you feel tired more than usual and drained more than usual this past days? Okay, I got your question more. Okay. John Timoteo says yes. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for letting me know that. Um, what Archangel Raphael showed me was that there were some entity attachments um, that are attached to you. Usually, entity attachment cause us to feel very drained. One of them you got while you were astral traveling, and then two, I think they're elemental entities. So I'm going to clear them. Going to clear them first, and let you know what to do. And it's done. So usually, John, entities attach to us because they recognize a frequency. In your case, one of the reasons why they attach to you is because you were unprotected while you were astral traveling. So one of the ways that you can protect yourself is before going to sleep, you ask Archangel Michael to protect you while you're astral traveling. Or if not Archangel Michael, then your spirit guides, your protectors, spirit guides, and angels. And then also one of the stones or crystals that you can carry with you, at least for the time being. Here. Is carnelian. It's an orange stone. I don't think I have it. Okay, I have it with me. It's an orange crystal called carnelian. It helps protect us from elemental entities. So I hope that helps. And let me know if you feel a lot better, especially for tomorrow when you wake up. One of the telltale signs when we have entities attached to us is that when we wake up, we feel very tired. It's almost as if you're drugged. We feel very groggy when we wake up. So let me know how it goes for you tomorrow. Leave a comment or email me. So I hope that helps, John. And thank you so much for letting me do this clearing for you. Oh, you know the stone. Yes, please make sure that you also clear them and then put it in your pocket. Okay, I have your updated question, Maura. So next up, we have Milena, who is asking, is there some message for me from my guides? Maybe. Okay. Which guide? Do you want me to draw cards or just channel? Channel. Okay. Maybe Master Mary? Are you one of Milena's guides? Okay. One of your guides is the Ascended Master, Master Mary Magdalene. So it's her energy that is coming forward. She's reminding you to take care of yourself, to take care of yourself first. She's clarifying that. If you don't take care of yourself first, how are you going to take care of others? You cannot pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you fill your cup first before you pour it onto someone else's. The way you help people who depend on you is by taking care of yourself first. And then she's expressing her love for you. She's saying, "We love you, dear one, and we are here for you." I think that's the end of their message, Milena. Is that the end of the message, Master Mary? Yes. I'm getting a yes. It's the end of the message. And she's saying she knows what to do. So I hope that helps, Milena. And thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Next question is from Mora Kili, who is asking, "What am I ready to clear now in my energy field?" Thank you. Okay. Angel Raphael, can you show me what is most beneficial kind of clearing for Mora right now? Track emotions. Is it from this lifetime? Okay. So I asked Archangel Raphael what would be most beneficial for you, and he said trapped emotion clearing, but it's from this present lifetime. So I won't tap into the Akashic Records too much for this one. Show me what age she got this, please. Oh, she was 7 years old. Can you show me what emotion that was? Is it despair or disgust or nervousness? Nervousness. Can you show me where in her body this is? In her heart. In her heart. More, the trapped emotion that I'm getting for you is the trapped emotion of nervousness. And this is something that you felt when you were a child. I asked the age, and the masters told me it was when you were 7 years old. And it's trapped in your heart chakra. There's something that happened when you were a child. I'm seeing you encountered a form of animal that you got very scared of, and you didn't receive any support from your caretakers. And you felt very nervous of this animal. Are you by any chance afraid of spiders? Because I'm seeing something black. But yeah, the trapped emotion is nervousness. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, please type in yes in the chat and we can do the clearing. Again, this one is trapped in your heart chakra. Okay, yeah. They're giving me a yes on the heart chakra. Oh, hello, Dr. Pam. What? I think more your live stream might be delayed, so I'll wait for your yes or no later, your consent to clear that. But for now, so we won't waste much time. I'll start reading on Barbara Crossfield's question. She's asking, spiritual gift that I brought into this life that needs to be activated. Ooh, okay. Metatron, can you show me a past lifetime or a spiritual gift that Barbara has that she carried from past lifetime to this one? Can you show me? What specifically did she do? Transmuter? Is she also a channel? Okay. Is this a galactic lifetime? Okay, then show me. Where was this piece? Okay, that makes sense. From my end. Okay. Barbara, the past lifetime that they were showing me was not on Earth. And it was in Maya in Pleiades. And I was looking at you. You were holding like a staff. You were male in that lifetime that I was being shown. And Maya is known for being the home of priestesses, channelers. A lot of us came from, or a lot of channelers, healers, priests, and priestesses come from Maya because we are very much connected. We are channeling. So it's one of the past lifetimes that you had, and the gifts that you carry is that you can channel. It's a gift that you can still activate. And I'm hearing Oracle. I kept hearing Oracle. So you might have that gift of premonition as well. Does it need to be activated? It doesn't need to be activated, Barbara. But you might have to do some energy work because when we channel, the chakras need to be cleared so that the energy can flow very smoothly. And that's how we receive messages more clearly. But yeah, it doesn't need to be activated necessarily. Just make sure that your energy centers are clear. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for letting me read for you, Barbara. Okay, I'm still waiting for a response from Mora if it's something that you want to be cleared. Not seeing anything. Okay. So while waiting for Mora, if you say yes or no, I'll do that after the live stream. Just need to take it down. Take note of it so I don't forget it. And now it's time for us to draw for another set. I'll draw for 4 more people. Again, if you haven't typed the keyword yet, it's #choose. And when your name is called, please get ready to type. Or maybe you can type your question right now. And then you can enter it when your name is called. Denise McMullen, congratulations, and please type in your question. Cheryl99, congratulations, and please type in your question. Cat0033, congratulations, and please type in your question. Last for this round. Jack's Mangled Unicorn, congratulations, and please type in your question. Okay, I have your request, Denise and Cheryl. Denise, I don't know what your gifts are for me to activate them right now. So I'm going to read on what your gifts are first. And then if it needs to be activated, then let's see. Because some gifts don't need to be activated. Okay, Maura, I think I'm 100% sure your live stream is delayed. Okay, we're still waiting for Kat and Jacqueline Mangled Unicorns questions. But while we're waiting for them, okay, Denise McMullen, I'll ask what your gifts are. Oh, you're saying you're telepathic. Then if you're telepathic and you know it, you don't need it activated. I mean, if it's already working. But I am going to check for spiritual gifts that you have carried with you. Okay, Metatron, could you please show me past lifetimes of Denise Wern? Is she also channeling in that lifetime? Was this in Sirius B? Okay. Is that the gift? What gift are you showing me? Is there more to that? Or is that messenger? Okay. The gift that they're showing me is you sitting near like a seaside. And this wasn't on Earth either. This was in one of the water planets in Sirius B. And they're telling me that you were channeling during that lifetime. And it is a gift that you can still have or you still carry with you to this lifetime. You can be a messenger. So you can channel messages from your guides. If it's not something that you can do right now, again, people underestimate their chakras. So make sure that your chakras are open. And for me, the key to that is the key to channeling is meditation. So meditate, meditate, meditate. And make sure that all of your chakras are clear. But it's not something that we need to activate. No, I'm getting a no. We don't need to activate it. You already have. You already have that gift. It needs no activation. You just need to take care of your energy body so that you can receive the messages more clearly and more freely. So I hope that helps, Denise, and thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Hello, Gary for Grace. I don't know what it is, but seems fun. So let's clap our hands. And don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. And if you don't like this video, hit the thumbs up either. Either way, there is no other choice. No, I'm kidding. Gary, for Grace, I don't think we have the time for that. Yes, Kat, you were selected. So please, Kat, type your question. Okay. Question from Cheryl is next. Yay, may I get a healing clearing? Just recovered from 8 days of vertigo. Okay. And everyone, don't forget that this is for entertainment and spiritual purposes only. Please always make sure that you check with a medical professional for matters concerning your health. Cheryl, does vertigo happen often for you? Because I asked like why that was, and what I got was they were upgrades for you. Third eye chakra, or one of the secondary chakras. No, crown chakra. Oh, okay. It was an upgrade for the crown chakra. I got that it was an upgrade here in the crown chakra. That's why it was causing you to. It caused you some nausea. Is what I got. Oh, okay. Cheryl is being clear. She did see her doctor. Yeah, but the cost that your spirit guides are telling me is because you had an upgrade. Your crown chakra was being upgraded, like it was being opened. Is what they were showing me. At least the one that was recent. That was recent. But I'm going to check what is the most beneficial clearing for you today, Cheryl. Just this one. Okay. So they're telling me that you have, aside from your crown chakra, you have a dark galactic implant. I'm checking where it is. Okay. They're showing me the right side of your head. No, it might be something else. You were getting an upgrade, but aside from getting an upgrade, there was some dark galactic implant on you that was attached. So dark galactic implants, they're energy devices that are form of attacks from dark galactic entities. It's not that uncommon. We get it from like interactions from people who have dark galactic entities attached to them. One way to protect ourselves against dark galactic implants is, where is it? I have a crystal that does that. It's not 100% 100% fail proof. This is green fluoride. So make sure that you have that with you. I'm checking if it's like a major implant, and they're listed like no. So usually the goal of the dark entities in doing that is so that we can't connect with our spirit guides. They kind of muddle that connection that we have with them. So if this is something that you want cleared, Cheryl, please type in yes. If not, type in no. That's also okay. Yes, it wasn't the right, is what they're showing me. It's one of the symptoms of having a dark galactic implant. Is headaches. And it depending on where it is located, it's where it is affected. So it's not always like on one side or the other. Okay, yes. Got you. I call in Archangel. We've successfully removed it, but usually for dark galactic implants, it takes me a nap before I feel the effect. So if you can do that later, yeah, please take a nap. But I hope that helps. And thank you so much, Cheryl, for letting me do this clearing for you. Hi, Jacqueline. Yes, you have been drawn. So please type in your question. Cheryl saying my dog could not do anything. Yes, because it's not visible. It's an energy implant. When I see it, it looks something like an orb that's weird colored. That's not supposed to be in our energy body. Okay, I got your question. Mangled unicorn. Jax is asking, I saw a summary of Hacksaw Ridge. Usually you wouldn't watch War, and I did. His persistence to save just one more touched me deeply. Is that just my empathy out kicking, or do I have a connection? I'm getting yes, you have a connection with that. Because it's something that you have experienced in the past, and you couldn't do anything. This was from a galactic lifetime that you had as an Arcturian. And they're telling me it didn't just happen once. It happened multiple times. First in Lyra. Where's the second one? They're telling me second one was somewhere in Orion. Wherein you couldn't do anything. You were just in your ship and you were watching. Okay, I'm getting more details from the masters. They're telling you it wasn't your role. It wasn't your role to do that. Was she on the medical side? Was she a part of the Galactic Federation in this vision that you're showing me? Okay. Jax, you're also a healer. Because they're telling me in the vision that they're showing me when you were in a ship and you were looking outside, seeing a planet getting destroyed, and you couldn't do anything about it. You were doing something, just not directly on the planet. You were on that ship tending to to wounded people, but you felt like it wasn't enough. Part of you felt like it wasn't enough, even though you were doing something. And that's where that sadness comes from, because you're doing your best and you felt like it wasn't enough. But Jax, you were doing your best, and I assure you, it was enough. It's just that it didn't happen the way you wanted it to. You couldn't do it because it wasn't your role. That's what the Akashic Records masters keep repeating. It wasn't your role to save them. At that point, when your ship came, it was beyond the point of having saved them, or it was beyond the point of saving. So I hope that helps. And know that it's not just your empathy, although I know that you have a lot of empathy and you feel a lot of emotions. Know that it's not just that you're remembering something. Your memory was triggered of a past lifetime in that ship as an Arcturian. Yeah. Mangled Unicorn says, wow, because that's what I've had to tell some people this life. It's not your role. Yeah. You put a lot of pressure on yourself because you couldn't do anything and you felt like, I'm here, but I still can't do anything. I can't make a difference. But you made a difference for the people you saved on that ship, the wounded that you tended to. So you did your role, even though you felt like you weren't enough. What you did was amazing, and it was enough, Jacqueline. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope that helps. Oh yes, Gary for Grace. I don't think we have the time for another draw, but I will be back. I'll schedule another, since it seems like many of us need clearings. I'll schedule one for Wednesday. I'll be back on, oh no, my Wednesday, so that would be your Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I'll be back around 8 or 9 p.m. EST. I'll post something for energy clearing. Thank you so much, Anywhere. Have a good rest of your day as well. Yes, Kat, but I am not seeing a question from you. So please type your question, Kat, so we can answer it. In the meantime, please make sure that you like the video if you like it. If not, please hit the like button. Anyway, also, we did a fun show last Friday night. If you missed it, the replay is up. It's called The Fart Show. It looks hilarious and unserious, but I assure you, we were we were seriously funny. The last episode was about releasing ancestral traumas and making sure that the things that you inherited from our parents that are not serving us are released. So recognizing that and releasing that is what the episode was about. So make sure that you check that out. Okay. Kat is asking for a past life with grandson. You had a past lifetime with your grandson in Lemuria. And I'm seeing the shore and you surrounded with dolphins. So you and your grandson worked with dolphins in a past lifetime in Lemuria. Was it her son in that lifetime? Okay, in your previous lifetime in Lemuria, he wasn't your grandson. He was your son, and you were also a woman in that lifetime. You were teaching your son the ways of the dolphins, because the dolphins were your teacher, or were your teachers in that lifetime, or dolphins and whales. So I'm seeing you spending a lot of time on shore and communicating with them telepathically. Sometimes they come near you, sometimes you swim to meet them,
but it's something that you passed on to your son or your now grandson. And it was a very good relationship that you had in um, that previous lifetime. So, in that lifetime in Lemuria, your role was a teacher, aside from a mother. You were teaching your son the ways of the whales. Okay, in this lifetime, how is it showing? What's the connection with this lifetime, Masters? In this lifetime, your grandson decided to incarnate with you again partly because of that lifetime, because you've had a good working relationship where he learned a lot from you as his mother and mentor. But in this lifetime, there's something that he needs to do for you. Like, he needs to show you something. Okay. He needs to, like, his role in this lifetime is to show you the ways of the whales. And that is loving and oneness. That's part of, like, your soul contract in this lifetime, for him to remind you of the ways of the whales. That's why they were showing me the lifetime in Lemuria. So I hope that helps, Kat. But it is a very loving relationship that I'm seeing between you, the dolphins, the whales, and your son. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Hi, Lupe. My apologies. We're out of time for another set. But I will be back again on, I think, Tuesday. Yeah, for energy clearings, since it seems like many of us need that right now. So I'll be back on Tuesday for energy clearings, and then again on Wednesday for Into the Ether with Linda de Gonzalez. It will be at 5 p.m. EST. So yeah, I'm just going to close the records while I can still remember. Let's take a deep breath. Again, smelling the flowers and blowing the candles. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Your energy stays with you, and my energy stays with me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't please also leave a comment after the show. It helps with the algorithm. No worries, Denise. And also, Mara, I got your yes. I will be doing the clearing after the show. So thank you, everyone. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.